Hi everybody, Kelly here from the Modern Day Tarot. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. All the information on how to book a reading with me is down below this video in the information section. All my other information for my social media pages are all down there below as well. All right, let's get started with your reading. Hey Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, welcome to your August 2019 monthly reading. Okay, I have pulled 5 cards and 1 oracle card to do your reading this month. Now, as I was shuffling, the 3 of Cups just happened to pop out. So for some of you, this is going to resonate. It's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, 3 of Cups energy is our emotions, and it can also represent the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So the 3 of Cups is all about our social groups, it's our support groups, it's, our friends. If you see these 3 maidens here, they're all dancing around, they're all toasting each other. So for some of you, which doesn't surprise me at all, that this would come up because the first part of the month, Sun, Venus, Mars, and Mercury, and your ruling planet, obviously Venus, is in the sign of Leo. That's your 11th house of friends, your hopes, your wishes. Also, Chiron is in retrograde right now until December in your 7th house of marriage and partnerships. Okay, so you guys are really going to be going back over relationships on all levels. All right, so that was interesting that popped out. Now, as we get into your reading, your main energy this month, we have the 9 of Swords. Swords is air energy. It's our thoughts, our ideas. It's how we communicate. It's how we speak to one another. It's what goes on within us on a mental level. Now, if you look at the illustration on this card, you can clearly see that this person right here is very fearful, and she's looking up at all these swords coming down. It's late at night, and she's seeing these, images outside her window that are very frightening to her. This is the energy of anxiety, that mental anxiety that keeps you up at night and just won't leave your mind. Your mind keeps spinning around and around and around over these same worries. So I have to ask you, Libra, what are you worried about this month? What keeps playing in your mind? And because as I laid these cards out, and because this individual is looking this way, I tend to think that, and because it is the number 9, this has already happened. All right, whatever this is, it's not going to happen. It's already happened. You're worried and or it's not that you're worried, but maybe your mind keeps going round and round and round about something that just won't leave you alone and has you just angst up. So what is that, Libra? The underlying reason for this coming through, you go from the 9 to the 10 of Swords. Air energy. 10s are completion. 10 of Swords is representative of feeling stabbed in the back. You were brutally, whether it was mentally, physically, emotionally, very much betrayed. And it's still, even though this is done and over with, and you've already decided, you know what, I'm never going to put up with that crap ever again, it's still lingering in your mind. Why is it still there, Libra? Why are you still struggling with whatever happened here? Because it's over with. It can't hurt you anymore. But it's still hanging there in your head. As I go further, how you need to work with this energy to get this out of your head once and for all. We have the 4 of Wands. Wands is fire energy. This is action. This is creativity. This is inspiration. This is spirituality. And the 4 of Wands is happy home. It's feeling safe. it's feeling secure. So I can't help but think that this has something to do with your home life, whether this was within a marriage partnership that you're going to be, you're going back over, or you're thinking about things, or within a close network of friends and or family that you just feel very much, you felt betrayed. You feel betrayed, and you keep going back over it. The thing that you need to do, though, Libra, is because, you guys are always the ones that try to keep, you're the peacemakers. You're the justice card in the deck of tarot. You want everything to be fair to everyone. Unfortunately, in order to keep balance, sometimes people that should have been put in their place maybe were not, and it caused things to be out of balance. However, what you need to focus on is where you want things to go in the here and now. That you have the ability to create a safe environment for yourself, not only within yourself, but around you as well. Because, like I said, this is action. This energy right here, this is all mental, all right? You have the ability to create the environment within your, like I said, yourself or those around you that will help you to feel safe and secure and grounded and secure and happy once again in your home life, wherever that may be. All right. Going further, what I think is so interesting, what you need to let go of this month. You have two major Arcana cards here. What to let go of and how to let go of it. Here we have another number 10. 10s are representative of completion. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles. It can be, it's the completion of one cycle and you're now going into a new cycle. But in order for this to be a Wheel of Fortune where things start, on being more on, a happier energy for you, you have to get out of your head, Libra. Because if you look close, see the clock, it's cycles, it's time. Cycles. You're in a new cycle. You do not have to live here. It's over. Allow yourself to move into, to complete an old chapter of your life and move into a brand new and more positive chapter for yourself. Now, how do you go about doing that? We have the moon. Once again, the moons are cycles, phases, because that's what the moon does. And the major arcana moon is all about facing the unknown, facing things that we're afraid of. Because when the moon comes out, and it's a full moon, we always have that saying, don't we, that, that's when the freaks come out, that's when, the crazies come out. That's when our fears come out. You go outside and it's dark and there's a full moon, you can't help but think, wow, things can be a little creepy, things can be a little scary. And even though that big bright moon can shine light down on and cast shadows, like if you go outside, like I've gone outside in my backyard and I love to see the full moon and I love to see all the shadows. But I can also see certain things in my backyard. And that's what the moon does. It brings out the shadows. This is telling you it's time to face your fears. And because this is, look at this. This is right underneath the positive card in this spread. Happy home life. What makes you happy? What will make you happy within your, what will make you feel secure within yourself and with those around you? It's acknowledging that whatever happened here is over. You're in a new chapter, Libra. You no longer have to deal with this. But you do have to face whatever this was and be willing to admit what went on there, but that it's over. It can't be changed. So if this is something that maybe you feel you've done and are feeling bad about, or it's somebody that did this to you and you feel truly stabbed in the back, the only way you're going to be able to forgive and move forward is to face it and let it go. Because after the major arcana moon, we have the major arcana, the sun. And when the sun comes out, you can see everything. Everything's clear. Think of that, you know, when you walk outside and the sun is out and it's beautiful. You see everything. You feel happy. It's like being a kid again on a summer's day and you're outside to play. And you feel confident. That's what the sun does. It shines its light on everything so that we can see things clearly and feel more confident. But you got to go through the dark, so to speak, in order to get to the light. You have to face it. You have to be willing to admit to it so that you can move forward. When I added up all your cards here and then reduced it to a single number in terms of numerology, I got the number 6. Well, the number 6 is about nurturing, but it's nurturing not only those around you, but it's also nurturing yourself. It's give and take. And on the minor arcana side of the tarot deck, it's a lot like the Justice card. You have to weigh things and put them in balance. Well, for you guys, the Justice card represents Libra. Always, you know, looking at what's fair. So right now, it's really important for you guys to take a look at what you need to do for yourself and what you are willing to do for others. And for many of you, this is going to have to do with, you know, where you look at the first part of the month, you know, your friends, your social circles. For those of you that are married or in a partnership of some kind, or were at some point, and going back over what worked, what didn't, and what are your hopes and your wishes now at this time during the month of August. And then the second part of August, these planets then go into your 12th house of those secrets and sorrows and facing them. So you're going to be doing that this month, Libra. And it's all for so that you can finally get in balance and give to yourself as well as give to others. Were you giving to yourself too much and not enough to others? Were you giving too much to others and you feel like you were taken advantage of? You were taken for granted and now you're up at night still thinking about all of that? It's time to let it go. You don't need to live there anymore, Libra. I also pulled an oracle card for you. And look at this. Number 3. 3 and 0 is 3. 3 is creativity. It's bringing the heart, the mind, the soul all together and getting in alignment. But in order to do that, we have to face the truth. Facing the truth. Facing those old demons, whatever they may be. So let's get a little bit more clarification on truth. There is a great power in telling the truth and allowing it to lead you to higher ground. It's only when we refuse to see the reality of a situation that we lose our power to co-create for the highest good. This Egyptian goddess reminds you that if you are willing to do a fearless self-inventory and live authentically with rigorous honesty, it will lead you to great success in all areas of life. Being completely transparent with others, although it might at first feel too vulnerable, is exactly what you need right now. When you do this, you will be flooded with the power to claim and experience a new freedom a new happiness that will pour over your life like a wild, sweet honey. Your life is exactly where it needs to be. This is a wonderful time of empowered choice making. There you go, Libra. This is a beautiful message for you guys this month. A new chapter. This is a time of completion. Look at this. 2 10s here. That's completion. Number 9, endings. Number 4, stability. This is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. It's time to end this chapter. It's not you anymore, Libra, and you don't deserve to live there anymore. I truly hope that this reading was of help to all of you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please don't hesitate to check out my website, www.themoderndaytarot.com. All of that information is down below, as well as all my media page information. So I wish you all the best, Libra. Have a great month of August. Take care and God bless.